All systems prepared.
Jump diagnostics. Scan the system, please. System scan.
Checking systems. Done.
Scan the system.
Gathering information. Cartography updated.
Scan system.
Completing system scan, standby. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Import bindings. Import my bindings.
Acknowledged.
Next system. Target next system. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography. Bindings. Import my bindings. Previous fire group.
Import my bindings.
Acknowledged.
Open Open Galaxy Map. Open Galaxy Map.
Stellar cartography.
To restart voice attack at this, then click on controls. You'll see that there are some preset controls already here. So what I'm going to do is choose the X55 because that's the setup I've got. So my throttle and joystick settings will be preset, determined already. Now I'll also want to add in the keys because voice attack and the voice packs press keys for you. So we need to set those up now. So first of all, I'm going to start with flight thrust. I'm just going to set my joystick up for what my preferences are for those. So for thrust left and right, I'm just going to change those to my preferences. So let's do the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. There we go. They're all done. And I know that we're going to need thrust up, which is for a command called departure handover, which raises you off of the platform in your spaceship automatically. So I'm going to choose the R key for that. Now notice that I'm sticking with the right hand column in here to set up all the keys. It just keeps things tidy. Now you can choose other keys if you so wish, especially if you're using the new plugins that we've got. But if you're not, try and stick with the keys I'm using now. Next I'm going to go down to flight throttle. In here I'm going to choose the following keys. W for increased throttle, S for decreased throttle. I'm having throttle increments set at 10% so that the increments are at 10% each. So if I want my thrusters or my warp drive, if you like, to be 10% or 50%, whatever, it'll increase or decrease the speed by 10%. So here are the other set speed commands. We make sure that they're also in for if you want quarter, half, three-quarter and full impulse, or 25, 50, 75 and 100%. Now those are set up to numpad minus, numpad 9, numpad 8 and numpad 7. Set speed to 0 is X, and the next 4, which is 25, 50, 75 and 100, is numpad 1 to 3 and then numpad plus for set speed to 100. So just watch me put those in. Okay, now moving on, we're going to go down now to flight miscellaneous, and the next one we're going to have is engine boost. We'll choose the tab key for that one. Toggling the frame shift drive is J, supercruise /. Moving further down to targeting, we'll set all these up now. So starting from the top, select target ahead, T, cycle next target, G, cycle previous ship, B, select highest threat, Y, cycle next hostile target, H, cycle previous hostile ship, N for November, select wingman 1, 8, select wingman 2, 9, select wingman 3, 0, select wingman's target, right control, wingman navlock, right shift. Cycling next subsystem will be I, previous subsystem K, target next system in route M. Moving down to weapons, secondary fire I've got set up as mouse 2. I've got that set up for mouse 2 simply so that when I'm using my discovery scanner I can use the command scan the system and it will automatically hold down mouse button 2 until that process is complete. Select next fire group, full stop, select previous fire group, comma, and deploy hard points U. Cooling. Got silent running set up as delete and deploy heatsink as V. It's up to you whether you want silent running binded. I'm going to decide against it because sometimes if I'm breathing it thinks I'm saying silent running off. I don't know why these things happen. So I'm going to disable that. Moving down to miscellaneous. Ship lights. Insert. Increase sensor zoom, page up. Decrease sensor zoom, page down. Divert power to engines, up arrow. Power to weapons, right arrow. Power to systems, left arrow. Balance power, down arrow. Resetting your HMD, Oculus Rift, or whatever you use, your head-mounted display, that is. I'm setting that to F12. Cargo scoop I shall set to home. Landing gear to L. Using shield cell, /, using chaff launcher, C. Let's look at the mode switches. UI focus mode should be set on direction. Target panel, 1. Comms panel, 2. Quick comms, enter. Roll panel, 3. Systems panel, 4. Looking at your target panels, you can change those to whatever you prefer. Opening galaxy map, /. Opening system map, semicolon here that I've got. Showing the CQC score screen, F1. Head look, I've set that up for mouse 3. UI panel up is W, UI panel down, S, panel left, A, panel right, D. UI panel select, space. Next panel tab, E. Previous panel tab, Q. Now, opening galaxy map, /. Opening system map, semicolon here that I've got. Showing the CQC score screen, F1. Head look, I've set that up for mouse 3. UI panel up is W, UI panel down, S, panel left, A, panel right, D. UI panel select, space. Next panel tab, E. Previous panel tab, Q. Now come all the way down to fighter orders, and it's left Alt and the following keys. So request fighter dock is left Alt and R. Defensive behavior, again left Alt and D. Aggressive behavior, left Alt and A. Focus target, left Alt T. Hold fire, left Alt H. Hold position, left Alt S. Follow, left Alt F. Set course for the alien scout ship.
Stellar cartography. Course locked. Please select your destination.
Destination confirmed, thank you.
Exiting map.
Now if you like what you just saw and you want to take advantage of that facility, there's a couple of things you need to do with your controls. In interface mode, please be aware that E and Q are both tied to next panel tab and previous panel tab. Now there's a little bit of a conflict here, which is Galaxy Cam your left and right are set up for Q and E. Now I suggest if you do use those, set those up for other keys, or simply click on them, take them out of there. Otherwise what you just saw you won't be able to use. Okay. Once you've done that, that's pretty much it. You can apply your settings. You can use the plotting course procedure that we just saw and everything else. I hope that's helpful. Now that you've set up your key bindings in the game, we can now tell Voice Attack that you've done that. And you do that with the
Import my bindings.
Acknowledged.
Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Close galaxy map. Close galaxy map.
Leaving map.
Total warp drive. Jump. Jump. Safety warp. Safety jump.
Orion is going to be released, and I wanted to move on, of course, to the Pleiades Nebula. Why don't you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
I am Orion.
And I'm Obsidian Ant. Welcome to Elite Dangerous. As you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a special guest on board my ship today. I really don't know that much about him, aside from the fact that he seems to have integrated himself into my ship, and that his name is Orion. Why don't you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Stand by, one moment. This is classified information. I am compelled to answer only with that, and I'm not able to explain why.
Okay. Well, if you can't tell us that, can you tell us what you've been up to?
I've been doing very little. Nothing significant from what I can tell right now.
Okay then. Well, thank you, Orion.
Yes, sir.
And now, for those of you wondering what's going on here, Orion is a void with Orion. He does have a few useful functions as well. In fact, he has a whole lot of useful functions. Orion, open the galaxy map.
Affirmative. Stellar cartography.
Plot a course to the Pleiades Nebula.
Setting course for Pleiades Nebula in constellation Taurus. You're embarking on an unprecedented journey, the like of which can only be compared to pioneering discoveries and adventures undertaken by notable explorers such as Vasco da Gama, Captain James Cook, and countless others. Endeavor into the unknown.
Not only will Orion help you locate and find the local nebula, but it'll also provide you with a stunning tour of them. Orion, I've arrived at the Pleiades Nebula.
Congratulations on reaching the Pleiades Nebula in the constellation Taurus. Notably, there is a black hole located in the Maya system, and according to the Galnet newsfeed, the neighboring Merope system has a group of strange, organic-like artifacts on the surface that you may want to investigate. However, if you're finished here and wish to continue, your next destination will be the Hind Nebula. I can plot a course for you to the Hind Nebula in stellar cartography.
Thank you, Orion.
Affirmative.
So, as I mentioned, along with the tours and all the other information Orion has, he's actually also capable of providing functionality to your ship. We're here at Obsidian Orbital and he should be able to help out. Find me a landing pad.
Docking request code sent. Stand by.
As you can see there then, functions like this are all fully automated, and that's achieved through the use of a program called Voice Attack, and the voice packs themselves, Scoop, right up to more complex.
Checks. All systems ready.
But I'm going to have to wait for the traffic to clear before I can actually use that one. We've got a few ships coming in and out, so I'll go partly out the dock here before showing you the next command. Now looks like a good time. Orion, clear dock and prepare to jump.
Afterburners. Distancing now. Stand by. The FTL is charged and ready. Stand by. Engaging jump.
For those of you that watch my videos regularly, you will know that I use a HOTAS. That's a hands-on throttle and stick, a joystick setup that has a whole bunch of buttons on it, allowing me to use all manner of functions without having to rely on the keyboard. But even with that, using these voice packs adds a whole different dimension to the game. And when combined with virtual reality, well, I just got to admit, it's an absolutely amazing experience. In VR, not only are you immersed totally in your ship, but you've got the ability to talk with and communicate directly with your ship. Remember I said a large part of these voice packs are the Nebula tours? Well, take a look at this. Orion, tell me more about the Pleiades Nebula.
Pleiades Nebula, or Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster containing Naked Island.
Orion is going to be released later this yeyear. In the pack at all sound.
Nebula was a name for any.
Ready. Would you...
Standing by.
The first time he said that, it really did leave me hanging for a bit. He's got a whole bunch of phrases like that, and some of them really are very funny. The pack is also very educational, and there's over 360 entries of scientific facts and information. Orion, what's a nebula?
Verity. Would you explain that for the commander?
As you wish. A nebula is an interstellar cloud of dust, hydrogen, helium, and other ionized gases. Originally, nebula was a name for any diffuse astronomical object, including galaxies beyond the Milky Way galaxies in general. Century by Edwin Hubble.
This pack at all sounds interesting to you. Do keep an eye out on the HCS website. I'll put a link because I'll be using them.
I'm going to show you precisely what an AI voice pack will do for you, what it will bring to a game, and how it might best suit your gameplay.
Final checks to ascent thrust vector controls. Complete. Stand by for launch.
Once the launch command is executed, the ship will be positioned for takeoff.
Landing modules. Distancing to 30 meters.
The departure handover command does two things. One, it will raise the ship approximately, then simply use the command. Thrusters 10%, or a more appropriate velocity depending. Thrusters 20%.
20% thrusters.
Increments of 25% at a time are also an option.
Half impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse engaged.
Full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
Now we'll take a look at how the menus function. In the ship, there are holographic panels. Panels, you can simply...
Modules.
for fast travel within. There are holographic panels to the left right, and center. These panels contain
Navigation.
contacts,
Contacts.
modules,
Modules.
navigation.
Navigation.
Next, we'll ready the ship for a jump. The Engage Supercruise command will engage the ship's jump drive for fast travel within a star system, perhaps to a nearby planet or another station. Otherwise, you can use this system jump command, which will have the ship engage the jump drive for interstellar travel to another star. System jump now, please.
Affirmative. Preparing for jump.
System jump now, please.
Preparing for jump.
Drive charging.
Interstellar velocity at maximum. Frameshift now engaged. Key systems are at optimal levels. Readying for exit. Now. Key systems are at optimal levels. Readying for exit. Now.
Using the panel command from the navigation menu, we'll head back to the other system and dock at the station. Now, finished. System jump now, please.
Affirmative. Preparing for jump.
Hola, chiquitita. Hola, mi amorcito. Chikunguita bandida. Vamos a ponernos un pantalón. Un pantalón. Un pantaloncito. Vamos a ponernos un pantaloncito.
¿Sabe usted de quién es esta carta?
Es
de la señorita Celia Benítez. La señorita y yo la encontramos en la tienda.
¿Qué contaron? No sé qué.
¿Por qué estás de
Pero,
clase?
no, cosita.
La señorita Benítez.
Bien, con nada.
Es que la llevamos la
Noche.
noche en que la mataron. Esa misma noche también vi a doña Teresa hablando
Vale,
con la
mismo.
señorita Benítez.
Porque no
¿Qué pudo nada? Le pidió que recuperara esos documentos de la cartera.
Ay, qué extraño.
Se le dio usted un contrato de compraventa de lo que hay que firmar.
Un chasquito.
También oí como le pedí a ese hombre que se recuperaran los documentos con nosotros. Además, pasó la hora de salida de la señorita.
Ay, qué pereza.
Estaría dispuesto a ayudar con eso.
No, yo ni me así, yo te
Esta noche con la cárcel.
la chiquitita por acá que tendrá un poquitito.
Hace falta que le recuerde cuál es su sitio de detective. Le aseguro que lo tengo mucho en su visita. Para su deseo de referencia hacia la señora. No se comenta atenderla.
Vamos a buscar la bananita.
Muchas gracias, señora. ¿Qué tal noticias?
Una banana. Jag kollar nu här. ¿Has visto por ahí el vasito secundario de Mumi?
Sí, está en donde están los platos.
Qué raro, no lo vi.
Creo que está dentro del plato hondo que tenemos ahí.
Ah,
Arriba de la puerta grande.
efectivamente. Por eso lo vi. ¿Querés un vaso de agua vos?
No. O tráeme mejor, sí.
Hay pomelo también si querés.
No, tráeme agua.
Exploration mode on.
Acknowledged.
View scooping.
Target.
Locking onto target.
Scan system, please. System scan, please.
Diagnostics done.
Scan the system.
Completing system scan. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Warning. Temperature critical. View suit disengaged. View scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Close system map.
Exiting map.
Open system map.
System map.
Zoom in. Zoom out. Tell me more about Bernard's Loop. Tell me more about which heads nebula. Where can I find a where can I find a pulsar? Tell me about pulsars. What are pulsars?
Pulsar, a spinning neutron star that emits energy along its gravitational axis. This energy is received as pulses as the star rotates.
Plot a course to TRAPPIST system. Plot a course for TRAPPIST system. Target next system en route. Select next system en route. Fuck. System general.
Preparing to jump.
Drive charging.
Interstellar velocity at maximum. Key systems are at optimum levels, readying for exit. Completing system scan for cartography.
Target. Target.
Targeting.
View scooping.
Open system map.
System cartography.
Target.
Contacts.
Close.
View scooping complete.
Previous fire group.
Close contacts.
Previous fire group.
Navigation. Finish.
Navigation.
Target.
Locking target.
System jump.
preparing to jump.
Drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maximum light velocity reached. Exiting now. Completing system scan for cartography.
Target.
Selecting target.
View sweeping. Fuel scooping complete.
Open system map.
System map.
Close system map.
Closing map.
Es para poner en los auriculares lo que pasa. Un Yo no tengo auriculares en cabeza. Sí, va a estar en el laburo eso. ¿Caca? What is hidden variables?
No. No había sido así. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te toca la caca?
What is the Large Hadron Collider? No me responde. Big shit.
Locking onto target.